Hey guys, this is the BetaMax man and the BetaMax kitty, and as you can see we have a BetaMax cassette that I just recently got in the mail. Now, I took it out of the mailbox today, but I think that this was either delivered on Friday or Saturday. But we'll go ahead and take a look here. So this is the original 1932, The Mummy, with Boris Karloff in it, and of course he was a really great actor, and I think he really did a fantastic job on these horror films. So, these scary movies. But here's the back. And of course there's the side. And that one's got the barcode on it. We show you that side. That's the side that's gonna be on the shelf where you can see it. So now we'll show you the tape. And this one is got hi-fi. As you can see, it says Beta Hi-Fi. That means this does have hi-fi stereo, which I'm glad, because I don't like watching tapes that are in mono. Mono recordings suck. But in 1983, hi-fi came out, and movie companies started using the machines with hi-fi stereo. So, you know, hi-fi stereo really changed the quality of sound. But you know, I'm sure that the original audio is probably mono. But at least with the hi-fi stereo recording, you're not gonna get any loss in audio quality. So you're gonna get good quality audio. Even though the original audio is mono, like I said, the hi-fi stereo will keep it. The audio will be the same as if, you know, anyway, but yeah. There's the labels. I love the labels. MCA Universal. MCA Video. This is definitely Universal. And this is on an L370. Because this film, this was probably an hour and 10 minutes. This was not a very long video, and so it's pretty cool. And this tape is in pretty decent shape, and it's got a barcode on the tape there. That's pretty cool. So that's basically how they identify that this tape is a real, genuine pre-recorded movie. So because, you know, the labels, you can tell this is a factory tape, but the barcode really allows you to identify that this is real, and that it's not bootleg, that it is real. So the cover is in it's in okay condition. The cover is not in too bad a shape. So what we might do is we'll put what I'll do is get the other monster movies that I have on the beta format, and we'll go take a look at those. I don't have, the only ones that I have, other ones I have are Frankenstein. I do want to get Dracula, on the beta format. The Wolfman would be another one I'd like to get. Unfortunately, right now I don't see any copies of the Wolfman, and I was very lucky to get this. This was about $20 to buy it, and then an additional $5 to ship it. So I had to wait about a week and a half to get it. But it was definitely worth the wait. I mean, you know, just having this in my collection, this is something that you don't see very many of them. You just don't see them on eBay very often. And it's took me over a year of searching for this film to get it on beta. You can find them all day long on VHS because they made thousands and thousands of copies on VHS. So, but with the beta, it was different. You know, they just didn't make as many beta tapes as they did with the VHS. I mean, they flooded the market with VHS. And because of that, beta lost. But they flooded the market because they were able to get the price down. Had Sony lowered their price, and had Sony done a little bit better job with marketing, I think that they might have won if they hadn't have been so stingy with the copyrights and stuff too, because Sony did not want other people making it, really. I mean, they did have other companies that made it, but they had to pay a very costly, very high-priced licensing fee. So they had to pay a pretty good amount of money, and one of them was Sanyo. There was Toshiba, NEC. Those were some of the companies that made beta decks, but they paid a lot of money to be able to do that. And so I think if Sony would have been like a lot nicer about it, you know, maybe the format would have took off, because it did have a better picture. And I actually got upset with a comment that a YouTuber had made, you know, saying that there was no difference between beta and VHS. Well, that's not true. You know, you could see the clarity. And then she was trying to say that VHS recorded at a faster speed. Well, that's bullshit too, because that's not true. Beta runs at a faster speed, not VHS. Sometimes there's people that are just like, they're prejudiced against the beta format. Am I prejudiced against the VHS format? Not really, but I do prefer the beta format. And why do I like the beta format over VHS? Well, better picture. That's the main reason. I also like the fact that it's a smaller cassette, and I think they look really cute. You know, just like the BetaMax kitty. She looks cute today, huh? Baby girl. Hey there, baby girl. She likes to go into the shelf down in there, because I've cleared the bottom shelf. Yep, there she goes. I've cleared the bottom shelf, and I've got laser discs that are gonna fill up that area eventually. And I'm gonna get a different shelf for my beta tapes, so that I can put more laser discs on this brown shelf. Eventually will probably have laser discs on one of the shelves, and because this is a very steady, very well built bookshelf, and it'll be housing laser discs eventually as well. So I am gonna be on the hunt for some more beta titles. So it would be great if I can get some of the more of the titles for the Universal Monster movie. Just look how cool. Now this is on a Sony. This is a Sony cassette, and so that was another thing that really sold me on this movie, was I knew that the quality of the cassette was going to be good. The tapes do degrade over time, but it depends on how many times they've been watched. And it depends on how well they've been stored. This one has been stored in a dry environment, which you can tell because there is no mold whatsoever. It looks like there might be some specks of dust that's got inside there, but the film itself is clean, and when the tape gets played, all that dust will go away. But an L370 is what this has, so it's only got enough tape in there to basically record the movie on, and which is smart because then you're not wasting tape. So why don't I go ahead and get the other monster movies on beta that I have? So the only ones that I have are the Frankenstein ones with Boris Karloff, the first three Frankenstein movies, because Boris Karloff was only in 3 of the Frankenstein movies. So here are the other ones, and we'll go ahead and take a look at these as well. So now, actually, the order that, because this was from 1932, so this would actually supposed to go in between the Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, if I was going by the year. Like if the year, because this was 1931, 1932, 1935, I believe it was 35, and then this one was 1939. So if you're going by a year, ordered by year, this is the order it would be in, but I might do it that way. But then again, maybe not, because yeah, the Frankenstein should stay with the Frankenstein one. So this one contains restored footage. This one was a sealed copy when I got it. And unfortunately, you know, wear and tear happens when you handle these, and they're as old as they are. The ink starts to come off on the corners and stuff, but still in great shape. But this one was sealed. I actually bought 2 of these. One of them was ruined. Somebody sold me a sealed tape that had clearly gotten wet, and mold all over. I opened it up, pulled the tape out, I could see white mold all over the tape, and I was like, I told the seller, and well, the seller did refund me. And then I found another copy that was sealed because this movie was so popular. This film was, I found it, I got another one that was sealed. This is the one that I found, and it was still sealed, so I bought this later on. And then there's the the back of this one and the sides, as you can see. And we've got the labels, and this has got the glue has deteriorated a little bit, and you can see how the sticker doesn't look like it should. This is the way the sticker should look like, but the color, there's discoloration there because of the age. But I think that this is a Scotch cassette or a BS. It might be a BASF tape as well. It says contains restored footage, so that's pretty cool. So we'll take the we'll take a look here, and we've got Bride of Frankenstein. Now this is the other two are used as well, but this one's not in that great a shape. But I do. It's got a piece of tape over the top to hold the flap in place. But I am gonna look for a better copy because this one is pretty worn, and the labels are not very good either. And I paid too much for this tape. You can see that this one's in kind of sad shape, and it's still got the label there for the side, and then it's got this top label's torn, but unfortunately this one's just not in that great shape, but it still plays just fine. It plays just fine, but unfortunately this is also a Scotch cassette, I think. Or no, it's a Sony. Nope, that's a Sony because it's got a red leader. So that's a Sony cassette. So, yeah, you look at the design and you can tell that, yeah, this is a Sony, it's not a Scotch. Okay, so now we've looked at that one, and then we'll look at Son of Frankenstein, which is, as you can see, is on, it's on a Sony tape as well. You can see that gray tape. Now, because this was released at the end of life, and it's got the beta signature right there, so they've put a different barcode sticker over top of the other barcode, because this is a VHS case with beta stickers put on it, and it originally had a adapter, and the adapter is not there. So I made the adapter, so this kind of fits pretty tight, so let me pull it out. But I thought we'd give a look at the back of it here before we pull the tape itself out. But yeah, this cover's in bad shape, but the tape just plays perfectly. So you can see that the tape is in much better condition than the cover. But I do want to get the other Frankenstein movies, but I'd like to get the Dracula movie on the beta format. Dracula is another one I want to get. Now I've got Dracula on Laserdiscs, and I've got a couple of the other horror films on Laserdisc. But yeah, and this one is actually an LS, it's an L530. So it's actually got a little bit more tape in it. I don't know why, because this is not, okay, it's 1 hour and 39 minutes, so why did they put it might have special features or something at the end of it. Why they would put it on longer than, they wouldn't need more than an L500 because the movie's only an hour and 39 minutes long, so it is weird why they would put extra tape in this shell. Only the movie companies could order like the odd number ones, like an L370 or an L430 or an L530 or an L625. I've seen those, which is cool, but yeah. It's kind of hard to get it in there. It's a little tight fitting in there. It fits kind of tight, but yep. So that sticker is, this identifies that it is a beta copy. You know, this one, I put, the beta, I got some of the letters and I spelled beta on there so that I could see that this is indeed a beta copy, not a VHS. And it's got the hi-fi serial, and I do have this on Laserdisc as well, so, which is cool. And so I have all three of those. I only like the Frankenstein movies with Boris Karloff in it, but I am gonna watch some of the other ones. Because there was they had a different actor to play the monster. Boris Karloff. After this movie, Boris Karloff is not in it as the monster. They changed the actor. But anyway, to have, you know, the Mummy on BetaMax, and the next thing I'm gonna do is pop this in my player and watch it today, and just to make sure that the tape is in good shape before I give my feedback, because if there's a problem with the tape, I want to let the seller know. But even if there is a problem with the tape, I'll probably just still keep it, but I don't think there'll be anything wrong with the tape. I think that it'll play fine. So that'll be great. But it's great to have that, because that is a hard to find title. And another one that's hard to find is the Wolfman. That's another one that's real hard to find on the beta format. And the creature from the Black Lagoon that is another one. It's extremely hard to come across. So I'm currently searching for those films on the beta format, also on Laserdisc as well. Of course, you can find a lot of the Laserdiscs you can find, but the beta format, that's a different story. So we'll put these on my shelf. So this will now go on to my shelf, and this will be proudly displayed on my shelves. This is now in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.